Hey guys, welcome back to Anime What If, and this is part 4 of What If Deku Was a Vampire. Sorry if about it took like 5 days for this, or 5 or 6, maybe a week or so, days, maybe around a week. Sorry it took a week or so to upload the next video. I just needed a break, because I've been uploading every day for, was it a week and a half now? So I'm like a teenager, so even then that's still kind of a lot of work. Uh, yeah. So uh, anyways, before we start, I should probably explain some of Izuku's like abilities per se, because there's some stuff that like Izuku's abilities that I find kind of vague. And there's also some stuff like in part 3 where even though Izuku seems like he he's just really scared people will find out, uh, Sue is just like afraid of him anyways. So I feel like I should explain stuff. So like vampires, like they're are known to be vicious and aggressive and mostly rapid. However, they over the years they have discovered that there's like different like ranking vampires per se. So there's like the rabid ones, right? There's like they have like let's say 5 different levels. There's like the rabid ones are like level 1. The ones that are still rabid but have some intelligence are like level 2. Those with human intelligence and good control over themselves is level 3. Those with like with extreme intelligence, they're extremely strong, are level 4, and like level 5 is like they think level 5s are the ones that started the whole vampire thing across the world. I guess for like thousands of years ago. Basically, I think level 5s are the rulers. They're not, but people think they are. And the vampires know this, so they take advantage of it. And so, Sue thinks Izuku's like at least like a level 4 or something, because vampires, like the more intelligent ones, like from level 3 and 3 to 5, they're capable of like faking emotions. So like really, really well. Well, level 3s can do it at about a human level, and level 4s and 5 to do it exceedingly well. And so Sooth just thinks that Izuku's doing it to try to calm her down. Although Izuku's really actually sad, but Sue doesn't notice. So Izuku also, as I said, has the ability to like look at something and then he knows how to use it, right? And he also he doesn't know this yet, but he also, like, if he drinks I'll say like half of the blood of another person, like total of like half of their total like blood volume, of a person's total blood volume, Zuko will be able to like, I guess, like copy their quirk too. I'll say that. Sunlight it does actually does hurt vampires, not like fucking in some show, not like Vampire Diaries where they just burn up or something, right? They burn up in the sunlight, right? Vampire Diaries, they don't burn up in the sunlight. Vampires don't. It kind of just like, since their skin is kind of like extremely weak to radiation and UV light. So they avoid anything with those. So like a level 1, let's say, it would basically it would burn with level 1s, and it would like burn them, but kind of slowly, because like if it was only out for like 5 or 10 seconds, they'd have like kind of like a huge like really bad sunburn. And, like well, like when you get to like after like level 2s are weaker to the sun, they're kind of like if level 2s are like if you stand in it for like 15 minutes, you'll get a sunburn. Level 3s are at like a human level, and that same with level 4s. Level 3s and 4 level 3s are like around human levels. Level 4s are like they're like immune to even like high amounts of radiation. And level 5s, it's kind of like they can't get sick at all from radiation unless it's like a nuclear power plant exploded or something nearby. Unless it's that kind of level of radiation, it's gonna they're gonna be fine. And so he also has mind control with his eyes and stuff. Izuku can also make other people vampires. Why not? Why not? Izuku's gonna be really powered. Not overpowered, because he's gonna have weaknesses. Example, I'm gonna take something. One moment. Sorry about that. So, I'll say, I'll take something out of Demon Slayer here and say, they have a weakness to Wisteria. Although, any level 4 and under, they're kind of like, they're weak to Wisteria. Well, all vampires are, but like, well, most of them are. Level 5s, they are, Wisteria. Well, with level 4s and 5, well, let's see, levels 1, I'll say 1 through 3, because humans basically have like a level system. I said that already. There's more levels, I guess, like level 8 or 9. I'm basically going off of what humans perceive here, for at least for now. So, I should, so, how humans perceive things is kind of like, levels 1 through 3 could die if they're near Wisteria. Level 4s could die from Wisteria, although it has to be a lot more than levels 1 through 3. Level 5s, they're weakened by it, but they don't die. They can't die from it. Well, unless you have a fuck ton of it. So, yeah. Sorry it's taking so long for me to explain. I just feel like I should explain some things. And so, oh, and one more, so I believe that's it. And oh, one more thing, the ship is not going to be, Asui X, Deku here. At least not now. Anyways, let's, I guess, start the video, even though it's been, like, 9 minutes. So, once again, I'm sorry about this whole explanation. I just felt like I needed to explain it. So, with that out of the way, let's begin. So, we begin, with Hawks contacting Night Eye. Right? So, Hawks goes into Night Eye's, flies to Night Eye's, hero agency, right? And when he lands, people are like, whoa, it's Hawks! Whoa, the number 2 hero. Oh, then, number 3 hero is here. That's so cool. I say number 3 because, All Might isn't out of commission yet. So, one moment. Yeah, All Might isn't out of commission yet, so Hawks walks into Night Eye's agency, and the receptionist is like, "Oh, what brings you here, Hawks?" And Hawks is like, "I wish to speak with Sir Night Eye, please." And the receptionist is like, "Yeah, I believe you were supposed to have a appointment." And Hawks says, "No, this is quite important." The receptionist is like, "Very well then," and says into the intercom that leads to Night Eye's office. It says, "Sir Night Eye, Hawks is here to see you. He says he has something important to discuss with you." So, Izuku? No, not Izuku. So, Hawk says it's alright, and so the receptionist says, "Let me take you to the elevator that will take you to the Night Eyes." Actually, no, not an elevator, because this. Let me lead you to Night Eye's office. So they walk up the stairs and go to the third floor. The receptionist knocks on Sir Night Eye's office door and says, "Sir, Hawks is here." Night Eye says, "Come in." And Hawks says, "You can go back to the front desk now." The receptionist says, "Alright," and Hawks closes the door. And Night says, "So, Hawks, what brings you here to my agency? How urgent is your message? I am doing something quite important here." Hawk says, "Listen, I think that kid from that hero in training, in was it Class 1A, Izuku Midoriya, was it? I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm suspecting he's a vampire, and I'd like your help to help me look into it." And Night Eye's like, "Well, there's no need. I'm already looking into it. I suspected him to be a vampire as well. As a matter of fact, that's what I'm working on. That's why I'm so busy." And Hawks is like, "Oh, okay, very well then. I suppose I could help you. What do you need help with?" And Night Eye says, "Very well then. I will contact Principal Nezu about this one, and I will tell him that you will be there to observe this Izuku Midoriya kid. However, you'll be there under the guise of helping students train against villains that can fly." Hawks says, "Oh, alright." And after more discussion on how they will do things, they part ways. And so the Night Eye calls Principal Nezu. Nezu picks up and says, Sir Night Eye, what brings me the pleasure of talking with you today?" Night Eye's like, "I have something very important to discuss with you." Nezu says, "Very well then. Please proceed." Night Eye says, "I suspect that your student, Izuku Midoriya, me and Pro Hero Hawks suspect that your student, Izuku Midoriya, is a vampire. We request that Hawks is to be there to help watch Izuku and see what he's up to. And if possible, and under the guise of helping your students learn how to fight villains against villains that can fly." Nezu says, "Very well then. Is that all?" And Night Eye's like, "Yes, that is all. Goodbye. Goodbye, Night Eye." And then Nezu hangs up. Nezu talks to and Nezu doesn't trust most people with this information, so he just calls Aizawa All Might. So, no, he says, Nezu goes on the intercom and says, Aizawa and All Might, please please come to my office. And so, they go, and they're like, what's going on here? All Might says, and Aizawa says, oh, actually, this is perfect timing. There's something important I must tell you guys about. And Nezu says, is it more important than what I have? And Aizawa says, possibly. So Nezu says, very well, tell me. Aizawa says, something wrong with my student Izuku Midoriya. I believe he is lying about his quirk. And Nezu's like, I believe you have just given us a piece of important information here, Aizawa. Shota, I believe you gave us a piece of important information here, Shota. And I was like, what? What do you mean by that? All Might's also like, what do you mean by that? And this is like, well, you see, Hawks, the pro heroes and Hawks and Sir Nine-Eye both suspect your student Izuku Midoriya of being a vampire. And Aizawa says, that actually makes a lot of sense. After all, me and Izuku were the only two that managed to get a good look at the Nomu. And I saw there was no scars when I first fought the Nomu, but after Izuku fought it, there were scars. So, yeah. What level do you think he... No Might chimes in and says, what level do you think he is at? Nezu says, possibly at least a level 4. Nezu's like, I don't know. Aizawa says, at least a level 4. At least a level 4. Definitely. Possibly even level 5. Entirely possible some students know of it already. Izuku Midoriya always goes with Bakugo. Izuku Midoriya always goes with Bakugo somewhere. So it's entirely possible that he knows. Nezu's like, you have just given us another piece of important information. Do you have any other information? Aizawa says, is like, there's a few students in class 1A that suspect something, not very many, just, I'll say Yaoruzu and Todoroki. So, also, Yaoruzu and Todoroki, they both suspect something too, right? And so, they discuss, anyways, continuing back to Aizawa, All Might, and Nezu. So, All Might's like, so, we could be teaching a vampire how to fight. This isn't good. This could be really good or really bad. If the kid is a vampire, if Izuku Midoriya is a vampire and he wants to be a hero, that is really good. If he isn't a vampire, if he is a vampire and is only doing this to infiltrate us, that is really bad. Hawks will be here. Under the gate to observe him. I would also notify him of young Bakugo's behavior. And, he'll also be he'll be here under the guise of training people, the students, on how to fight, villains that can fly. So, as an All Might say, okay, say, alright. And well, is that all? And Nezu says, yeah, you may leave now. And they leave. Now, we'll go, during this time, it's lunchtime. So we go to the cafeteria. Right? While they're talking, we'll go to the cafeteria, right? Ira, Bakugo, Uraraka, Todoroki, and Bakugo, did I say Bakugo? Bakugo, Todoroki, Ira, and Uraraka. Yeah, they're all there with Izuku. Oh, Sue's there as well, actually. Right. So they're talking. Ira says, Sue, it appears that you have gone silent recently. Do you mind telling me what is troubling you, perhaps? If you don't know, it is completely okay. Sue says, no, it's fine, I'm just a bit shocked. I'm just a bit, shocked by the, USJ. One moment. And it says, oh, very well then. No, Bakugo says, get over it. It already happened. Heroes shouldn't be worrying about a villain attack. It happens all the time. So he's like, yeah, I know. And then gives a glance at Izuku, right? And Izuku wets his back. Their eyes make contact with each other for one moment. Well, they make eye contact for each other just one moment, right? And Izuku talks with his friends for a couple more minutes, and then suddenly a pang of hunger goes through Izuku's chest, right? And he thinks, damn, I thought I fed on a kachan this morning. I shouldn't feel this for at least another 5 or 6 hours. Then he smelled something really, really good. Better than the rest. He sniffs around. And eventually he sniffs around while trying as much as he can without being noticed. And he says, and then he finally reaches Uraraka, right? And he notices Uraraka's scent is stronger than the rest. And so Izuku finishes up quickly and says to Bakugo, hey, Kachan, could I talk to you real quick? Bakugo's like, what do you... And then he's like, oh. Bakugo's like, what do you... Oh. Okay. Yeah, sure. Let's talk. So, Izuku goes, Bakugo quickly finishes his food and puts the tray away and walks with Izuku outside and says, Izuku, I thought you fed on me this morning, huh? Did you train a lot or something, or didn't you take as much as you usually do? Izuku's like, no, not at all. I just felt a pang of hunger come over me. I don't know why. It hurts, though. It's almost as if I haven't fed in the last 2 days. Bakugo's like, fine, feed on me. Now, hurry it up. So Izuku feeds on Bakugo, and they go back and talk with her to the lunch table. Uraraka's like, well, what was that all about? And Izuku's like, me and Kachan just needed to talk about a few extra things. Izuku's like, they're suspicious, but as Todoroki is about to open his mouth when Ida says, "Very well then. That is, it appears that is none of our business. We won't ask further. Right, guys?" And Ida looks at Uraraka and Todoroki and Sue, and they all nod and continue eating, and they talk for a bit, and then back to class, right? And so Aizawa walks in and says, "Alright, class, today we're going to have a special training." And Kamanai raises his hand and says, "What kind of training, sir?" And Aizawa says, "Today you'll be training to fight against villains who can fly." And then Ida says, while doing his hand chop movements, "Sir, there is no teacher here that can fly." As a, how do you, oh shit, sorry, I dropped my phone. I dropped my phone, so, Ida says, let's continue on. Ida says, "Sir, there is no teacher here that has the capabilities of flying. How do you expect us to learn how to fight against villains who know how to fly when there's no one who knows how to fly?" Ida gets cut off by Aizawa saying, Ida, please don't interrupt me. And anyways, to answer your question, please come in." Hawks opens the door and says, "Hey, everybody." And everybody is like, "Oh my god, it's the pro hero Hawks. Well, this is so amazing. Right? He's gonna teach us. Right? Right, Hawks then glances over all of them, but then his eyes land on Izuku. And although it's only a tiny bit longer, Izuku notices, right? At this point, Izuku has made kind of like a system where, they just hum a certain thing and it signifies that danger, and because they are in without alerting other people. So Izuku hums a tune. It's like hums a tune. I'll just do Makeup Red one. Yeah, I'll just do that. Just four tunes, a 4-tune hum. Right. Most don't hear it, except for Jiro. The ones beside him, there's Bakugo, immediately recognizes it, and only nobody else hears it. One moment. Alright, sorry about that. So nobody hears him, except, besides Bakugo. Except, I'll say Jiro, because she's right next, Bakugo's on his left side, and no, not his left side. Izuku's at the wall, so Bakugo was leaning when I heard him, because Bakugo's on his right, and Jiro used her earphone jacks to try to hear what Aizawa said, but she also heard Izuku humming it, and she was like, "Why is he humming a tune?" Whatever. Jiro thinks nothing of it. And so they go out to train. Hawks is like, "Alright, guys. Go get your hero costume." Hawks is like, "Alright, guys, go put your hero suits on and meet me at, I'll say, Ground Alpha." So they go meet Aizawa. They go get their hero costumes on. And they go down to Ground Alpha. Izuku's there first, and then followed by Bakugo and Uraraka. Because for some reason, Izuku feels like an innate urge to be with Uraraka at all times. Right? Bakugo notices this and smiles. He grins a little and he's like... He walks up to Izuku and is like... Looks like you love her. And Izuku blushes and says, shut up. So everyone gets there and Hawks explains what they're doing. Alright, students. Today, you're going to try and catch me. I will be wearing these restraining gloves, bracelets. These weight bracelets to hinder my movements. Your goal is to catch me. And I'll do something a little, just to motivate you guys. Actually, no, never mind. Just to motivate you guys. If you don't catch me within the next hour, anyone who doesn't, if I'm not caught within the next hour, I'll say, everybody will be doing 500 push-ups, 500 sit-ups, and a 15-kilometer run without rest. And they're all like, let's catch this guy. Right? So Hawks flies and like within the first like 11 minutes, Izuku pins Izuku like keeps getting like closer and closer to Hawks, right? And he's jumping on buildings and stuff. So he grabs as Hawks dives to maneuver out of I'll say Yarozu's way. Because Cyril threw her up. Izuku grabs him and pins him down and uses the restraining tape. And then Izuku takes Hawks back to the cage where he's supposed to be put in. And then he says, "Congratulations, you have caught me in 11 minutes. I expected you guys to take at least 40 or 50. Congratulations." Hawks stares into Izuku's eyes, and they have eye contact, and it's a bit awkward, and they leave. And so, after that, Aizo says, "Alright, class, you can go home for the day." And then, they all go home, right? Except for 3, Bakugo, Uraraka, and Izuku. Izuku's like, has feelings towards Uraraka and says, "Hey, Uraraka, would you like to go out on a date with me?" Uraraka's like, is a bit shocked, and she kind of liked Izuku too. She says, "Yeah, sure." So they go. There you go. Okay. And Izuku's like, "Yeah, let's go to this cafe that I like. Do you want to go there too?" Uraga, or I guess Ochako now, is like, yeah, sure." Bakugo's like, "Alright, I'm the third wheel here. I'm just gonna go home." And he goes like, yeah, okay. Bye, Kachan. See you later." Bakugo's like, yeah, nerd. See you later." So they go on a date. They go to a cafe, and Sue just happens to work there at a cafe part-time. Right, because they're family, and so she works there part-time. Right, Sue's like, kind of like works at the front counter, right? Izuku's holding Uraraka's hand, and they walk in, and um, she was on duty this time, so Midoriya's like, "Oh, Sue, you work here?" Sue immediately turns around, and Sue was like, "Oh, hi, Midoriya. Uh, hi, Uraraka." And she sees that they're both holding hands and like, oh, on a date, I see. What can I get for you? They order the Izuku says, I get a hot chocolate, extra marshmallows, and a shortcake, please. Right, and Uraraka's like, I'll get what Deku have. I'll get the hot chocolate, but no marshmallows, and a carrot cake, I'll say, yeah, carrot cake, please. She says, alright, come on up. After a few minutes, they sit down, and after a few minutes, Sue brings her drinks. Says, have fun on your date, you two. Walks back to the cafe. They chat for a bit, and then the date ends, and they go home. Oh. Sorry about that. So, they go leave, and Uraraka says, that was a fun date, Deku-kun. Midoriya, Izuku's like, you can just call me Izuku now, okay, Ochako? And Uraraka's like, yeah, okay, bye, Izuku. Izuku's like, bye, Ochako. And then they leave. They part ways and go home. And Izuku goes home that night. And when he sleeps, his mom's like, what were you doing? I was so worried. Right? Izuku gets flustered, right? And he doesn't really want to talk about it, because he's very embarrassed, so he just pulls out his phone. Right? And just says, he points to Uraraka's, he just says, he points to Uraraka's phone number, because they exchange phone numbers, right? And it says Ochako, and it says, he points to her phone number and says, that's my girlfriend, and walks away to his room. His mother is like, oh, my son is all grown up. And she cries a lot. And she says, Izuku, you've got to tell me all about it. And Izuku's like, no. And then they walk away. And Izuku runs to his room and walks in. And after a few minutes, Izuku gives up and says, fine, you win. And leaves. Izuku goes to sleep that night. And all he dreams about is Uraraka. Right? He dreams of, let's say, dancing with her, right? Yes, I'm doing this. So, he dreams of him dancing with Uraraka, I'll say. And so, they dance, and Izuku, right, in the dream, they say that they love each other and this and stuff like that. And Izuku feels a pang of hunger suddenly. One moment. So Izuku feels a pang of hunger suddenly. Right? And then he bites into Uraraka's neck. Right? This time she moans instead of... let's say she moans in pleasure. I'll say that. Yes, I'm doing this. And I'm not going all the way, but I'm just saying I'll do that. Right? Izuku feels pleasure too, and after a couple minutes, he breaks away. Anyway, and Uraraka falls asleep, and then Izuku wakes up. Right? And I'll say that if a vampire loves either another vampire or a human, they feel an intense hunger, and they can't satiate it unless it's their lover's blood. So that's what's happening to Izuku right now. Right? So basically, Izuku will get more and more hungry, and eventually only Ochako's blood will be able to satiate him. Right? And if he goes in his rage mode, right, he won't attack Uraraka, he'll just go right next to her and keep him with her at all times. So that's how it'll work. And so, yeah, it's a Saturday at this point, I'll say. Yeah, I'll say that. No, Saturday. Yeah, Saturday, so. No, not Saturday, Sunday, yeah. No, not Sunday, yes, fuck it now. One moment. I'll say it's Thursday, so Izuku gets ready to go to school, yeah. And he thinks about his dream last night, and he calls Baku, and he's like, Kachan, I had this weird dream last night. Baku's like, whoa, what is it about, huh, nerd? And Izuku's like, just tells him about his dream, and Baku just thinks for a minute and says, I don't know if it's true or not, but you might have a love. Since it might be because you love, or a round face. Right? He's just like, hey, don't call her that. And like an angry tone, right? Baku's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Damn, chill. It's just a nickname. Ichiku's like, that's not a good nickname. Call her cute face or something then. And Izuku's kind of mad at this point. Baku's like, alright, fine. Because Izuku's kind of like angry at this point. He's just like, thank you. And hangs up. Izuku wonders what that was about. He got mad and he doesn't know why. He he sees Uraraka in the class, right? And I'll say that she is how she normally is, except for Izuku, she seems more beautiful. So Izuku goes up and, goes up behind her and snuggles her and says, hi, baby. Uraraka's like, oh, hi, Izuku. And Izuku picks her up. Uraraka is like, whoa! And is like flustered, embarrassed. He goes, so Izuku carries her to class and sits her down and head pats her. Uraraka, for some reason, it feels nice. And Izuku smiles at her and, Kaminari's like, whoa, looks like somebody got a girlfriend. And Izuku's like, shut up. In an angry tone. Kaminari, never seen this side of Izuku before, is like, okay. Goes back. And then Aizawa walks in and says, alright, class. Let's start. And that's the end of this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.